Welcome. This is Geekoffaleash with my two thoughts slash what I've been up to lately. Deal, as you know, do these sporadically. I was trying to do them once a week, but they're probably going to be more once a month now that I'm looking at other things. Firstly, number one, haven't been playing many games much. Kind of back into Warcraft. Haven't played it that much. I'm kind of liking the new Legion expansion. Thank you to my girlfriend for getting me that. That was awesome. So yeah, so Legion's coming. Legion's here. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm level 105 or something at the moment, being a Shadow Priest. So just learning the ropes and playing it. And I don't play it all the time. So when I'm playing WoW, it's just like um, got to like reset my brain and reprogram everything that I knew because it's all changed again. So every time I play it, it seems that, oh, this has changed. So I have to then recheck stats and all that sort of stuff. So it's always confusing for me when I first start playing, and I kind of need a lot of help. So shout out to anyone that plays WoW and they want to have a game with me. Please let me know. Comment. Let me know what servers you're on and stuff like that. I am on these Oceanic servers. I think it's Frostmourne at the moment is the one that I play on most. But I got some on Sarafang and a few others characters floating around. What else was there? So it was supposed to be my two thoughts, but it's going to be a bit more than that. So that's one thing that's going on. Fish tanks still aren't ready in the background. You can probably see over here somewhere. There's a fish tank there. Still not ready. Could be moving. So at the moment, there's not going to be much point putting fish in there. There's water in there, and there's semi ready to go. But I'll do something like that when I finish. Motorbike riding, here's something else that most of you wouldn't have known. I do have my learner's license in Australia. I do ride a R3 Yamaha. Getting more confident with it. Still not 100%, still store it here and there, but you know, I'm a learner, so I'll get there eventually. Also, my really good Corsair MX Silent keyboard decided to die on me the other day. It was giving me the rainbow keys of death. Couldn't get it out. Tried reinstalling, tried BIOS updates, tried resetting BIOSes. I pulled it apart, reset the BIOS, did everything, and couldn't get this thing to work. So it's in about 1,000,000 pieces right now, sitting in the back of a garbage truck or at the dump. I was going to do a video of me smashing it, but I'm generally not an aggressive type of person, so I'm not going to do that. So I've got my old Razer La Casa keyboard, which is that one there. And it does the job. Not as good as my MX Silent, but no, there we go. Also, what I've done is, because I've been mucking around with the software, you'll see my headset keeps changing colour because I haven't set it back to the things that I had before. So my microphone could even be really playing up right now, and I wouldn't have known. So I could have been doing this for ages and not known. The other thing that I've been up to, and I'm not sure if my headset will reach. This is great feedback for when I'm doing a show. I've got my head down and my hat up. Looking at mounting this, I do run two monitors. I picked this up the other day on special. It's a dual arm monitor mount and clamps onto your desk. It's going to give me more flexibilities with my monitors and actually line them up perfectly. My desk is actually fairly uneven, so once I get that mounted, which I should have done ages ago because I've had it for a couple of weeks now, it's just been sitting there ready for me to do it. Like I said, going to try and mount that on my desk, and if I can do that, then my monitors will sit evenly and a little bit higher than what they are, which means my camera views will probably be better. Because at the moment I'm running two webcams, obviously off the top of my monitors, and having the monitors up a little bit higher and stuff like that would be better for streaming and people doing it. If you're wondering what it is, it fits most monitors, 10 to 30 inches. It's got a stow behind it so I can actually conceal the cables. Adjustable height and angle up to 100% tilt angle. 360 degrees pan motion for multiple viewing positions. And supports 75 and 100mm VESA mounting. And it holds up to 10 kilos. So, but this thing is heavy. This is, I don't know, it doesn't tell me the weight of this, I don't think, on the box, but I'll tell you what, it's hard to keep up. It's definitely in the 15 odd kilo bracket for weight. So that's something that I've got yet to do. And the other thing, which some people wouldn't know, I kind of do have a girlfriend. She does have a 10-year-old son. He's running a really old P4 right now, 2.4G gigahertz. People that are old enough will remember them. DDR 400 RAM, dual channel. I think he's running 4 gig at the moment. And just a normal hard drive, and a graphics card I think is a 750 straight, not the TI version. That's what he's running at the moment. In an old case that I just put together and threw in there. The motherboard was nothing special. So before I built this computer here, I used to have an i5 2500K, and it or the motherboard died. The motherboard was an ITX board, so one or the other would have died. So I've looked on, searched everywhere, eBay, and all that, and I found someone that was selling an i3 of the same series with the motherboard with 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM for a couple of hundred Australian dollars. I've picked it up because there's going to be a couple of options. I do have an old ITX case as well, so if the motherboard has died, I've got an i5 2500K to put into the new motherboard that works with 8 gig of RAM, and I think I've got another 8 gig stick floating around, so he should have about 16 gig of DDR3 RAM. But his power supply is pretty jack, so it won't need much power. I know it won't, so I just got him a simple B500 because at the moment he has like a $20 power supply in there. So I got him a simple little B500 version 2 power supply. It will do what we need to do. It's not going to be overclocked the 2500K. It will be very little, so it will handle what we want to do. And just to give him a bit more graphics potential and stuff like that, we're going to put in a GeForce 1050 Ti. It is the 4 gig version, so he probably won't need a graphics card update for quite some time. That was the idea, just to get him something that was strong enough to run with an i5 2500K and not be too overpowered, so that should be a good combo. I'll have to let you know when I've built it, what it pulls, but it should be running minimum 8 gig, possibly 16 gig of RAM. With that, a 4 gig GTX 1050 Ti, nice power supply, and an i5 2500K. Now at the moment it'll only be running the standard Intel fan, but I do have a spare cooler floating around somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's like a Cooler Master. I can't remember what the series was, the 212s or something like that. The regular Cooler Master fan that's highly regarded, air cooler, so I'll probably plug that on there as well. And what he doesn't know is I'm also going to get him an SSD for bit up time because he's just running your standard hard drive. So that's going to be cool. I've never actually opened this before, so we're going to do a quick surprise unboxing of this card. I don't know, everyone's probably seen them already before, but this is the MSI variant. So it's got your usual red box MSI deal. So let's see what it comes with. Again, MSI always does the nicest packaging, and it has the little MSI logo. And this is just your standard, this is a 1050 card, so MSI always does some nice stuff. Oh, look at that. Let's do this first. I wish I could say this my two thoughts is coming from me, but it's not. So we open it up and we get like this little MSI envelope, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to wait for that to focus a bit. So it's got the MSI envelope. Let's have a look what's inside here. Okay, so we've got the usual driver CD, so we don't usually use that unless I'm really desperate. We've got some really cool MSI Gaming VR Ready stickers. So that just goes to prove it is VR ready, and the MSI Twin Frozer stickers. I actually like those stickers. I might actually put them on his case because he does have a red-black theme. So, and the motherboard I think he's got at the moment is an MSI too. So, and then you've got your usual instructions somewhere. So open your case, slot it in, take out that to that. So it's just got your general instructions. It tells you what the package contents are and what tools you need, and you probably need gloves. It tells me you actually need gloves. Which, going on my record, where is it? It's down here somewhere. There it is. you need gloves. And I'm guessing they're static gloves or something like that. Or, just gloves to stop thing. And it tells you how to connect it up to your monitor using one of the ports. So, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think how this went together again. Let's try and get it back in there together. I won't use that, but for anyone that's first installed, that's a pretty good guide. Step by step, it tells you what to do. It tells you what you need, so that's a really good guide. And that's your MSI quick reference thing there. So that's pretty cool. I like to see that sort of stuff. Sometimes in those little boxes you get game codes or anything like that. Speaking of game codes, I've got a few World of Warcraft ones at the moment for the actual full game. Alright, we've got the MSI, thank you for choosing an MSI product. Please register this product, blah blah blah. So you get your little thing. There you go, you got a bit of soft foam on the top of your card, just like always with MSI products. This thing looks like an absolute beast for the 1050. It's really good soft foam in the box, so this looks pretty cool. Actually, I'm glad I opened this. So let's have a look. Let's have a look and see how pretty this one looks. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. So it's running a DVI-D, HDMI. Is that DisplayPort? Yep, running DisplayPort. DVI, full-size DVI, full-size DisplayPort, and a DVI-D, which will work with his monitor. Kind of cool looking. I like this. It's got the big heat pipes. Oh, what have we got? 1, 2 heat pipes? Or is that just one massive heat pipe going right through the whole lot? I think that's more of the case. It's just one massive heat pipe that just weaves its way in and out. I'm going to try and show you guys. So the heat pipe actually starts. I'll probably try and flip it over for you. So it starts actually right there. Goes through the other side, comes back onto this side up here somewhere, and then comes back out the other side underneath the heatsink just under here. So that's a pretty cool heat pipe. The black fans with the red, I'm pretty sure this actually lights up red too, which is really cool. And from the looks of that, you can actually disconnect it if you want to. So you can actually disconnect the lights, but I think the red lights would be cool. Obviously, that's the back of the card. The top of the card looks pretty impressive too. So it's a 6-pin power on this card. There's your 6-pin. I'd like to know if this here lights up. That would be pretty cool. I'll let you know later on in other videos. I might even do a bit of a review or a build log on it. So that's pretty cool. I like that, and that's obviously the good side right there. That is fantastic. I love it. I'm not going to take that sticker off just yet because I'm not too sure when I'm actually going to be doing this build. So I might even live stream it on a day where I've got no one around me, which I think I've got one of those days coming up pretty soon. So I might even do a bit of a live stream build. You'll check that out on twitch.tv/Geekoffaleash. So that is the MSI 1050 Ti. That's a bit of a surprise review thing there going on there. Let's put all this back in the box. Make sure you follow me at OffGeek, I'm pretty sure it is, or at Geekoff. I can't remember which one it is on Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's at OffGeek on Twitter. Make sure you check me out on www.twitch.tv/Geekoffaleash. Let's have some Coke. Now the other thing, let's quickly open up the power supply while I've got time. Don't have much time left before I've got to go pick up my son from school, and I can't get this open. It's always the way when you want something sharp. There's nothing on your desk. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's my little USB key that I run my operating system off. Look at that. Wow. Thin as wrong camera. Thin as anything. that has an operating system on it. So let's get this open, cracked open. Let's have a look and see what junk I've got inside this. So this is the Cooler Master B500 version 2. It's 85% efficient. It's probably not going to be that great. I'm not even going to bother with the specs because again, it's nothing. It's a basic computer. You get your power lead. It's only going to be a base power supply, so I'll put that over here. As you see, all the cables are coloured. They're very rarely are they sleeved, or if they are sleeved, they're not very long in the sleeving. Most of them aren't sleeved though. It'll be the base ones. Let's have a look. I'm not even going to bother undoing them. What have you got here? You've got 8-pin CPU, which is a joined. Is that a joined pin? Is that a joined one? Yeah. So that's 4 8-pin CPU right there. It's got 24 pin. It's a 20 plus 4 pin. Sorry. So it's got a 20 plus 4 on there. It's got a 4 plus 4 for the CPU. It's actually got an old floppy drive pin connector. It's got a few 6 plus 2 PCIe's. 1, 2, 3, 4 that are 5 maybe SATA connectors, and 1, 2, 3 Molex, I think, something like that. So, and it should be all black with a black fan. So again, it's a cheap power supply, 120 mil. It's not going to be offensive to any case whatsoever. So it's just, like I said, pure black, the black with a black fan. On-off switch on the back as per norm. Like I said, it's just a stock fan, and it does have your little Cooler Master black and white logo there, which you can take off if you want. There's probably a warranty void sticker there somewhere. I've actually taken some of these fans out before, and actually, some of them actually just a normal 3-pin connection or 4-pin connection. And you can swap them out for like LED fans if you want to go fancy. I've done that on one of my older power supplies actually, and it worked out really well. I don't know if this one can do it or not. Each fan's individual. Some can do it, some can't, so don't bang me. But if you're going to open this up, please make sure you know what you're doing. You don't electrocute yourself by arcing out the capacitors in that, because you probably die. Like I said, there's your sticker. AC input, obviously Australia's 240 volt, 4763 hertz. Maximum power 120 watts. At 20 amp rails, 38 amp is 456. The negative 12 volt, 3.6 watts, 0.3 amp, and the 5 volt is 2.5 amp, 12.5 watts. So there is going to be plenty of power there for running in that computer. It's, like I said, it's 80 plus, so it is an 80 plus rating. So, like I said, it's only running a base machine. It's not going to be driven hard. It's only running base low budget things. Like I think this thing only takes like 100 and something. Recommends a minimum 400 watt power supply off memory. Maybe even less than that. Now 300 watt power supply is that's what that recommends. But it only runs at like, was it 90 watts or something? Somebody probably correct me in the comments. Please correct me in the comments if I'm ever wrong. As for that is about it. My Pokemon Go, I've caught a few more Pokemon since last time. I'm getting really, I think it's got like 125 now or something like that, 126 Pokemon, which is pretty cool, which I didn't think I'd ever get to. I'm just going to try and put this back in the box. So that's pretty cool. My Pokemon cards, still got the, still doing them. We'll probably have another packet or so, or box or so, this time next week. I'll probably have some, so I'll be doing another unboxing on them. And that would be about it right now for the My Two Thoughts show. There's a lot more than My Two Thoughts. Congratulations to my son. I'm trying to think. Is there anything on that? No. My son got his first badge at his school, which you probably can't really see. It's like a little dragon. He's called Webster. It's called a PBL badge. Yeah. If you don't know, my son's autistic, and that's to do with like interacting with people. You know, trying hard all the time. Personal best. Your best behaviour and language. So that's what PBL stands for. Personal best. Behaviour and language, and he's doing all three. And for a kid that really couldn't talk at the start of the year, he's really come out of his shell. My daughter's in the background as always, doing her gaming thing and watching movies and whatever else that she's up to. And that is about it right now. I don't think I have anything else to add other than that. My son got a new iPad. His iPad finally died. That is about it for the show. So that's more than 2 thoughts. That's probably about 20 thoughts right now. But like I said, you got a bit of an unboxing. You got to find out about Pokemon Go. I got a Hitmon Chan today, or Hitmonlee, which I never had before. I got an Aerodactyl, which is pretty cool. I got a Wigglytuff the other day, a Wartortle. So if you're playing Pokemon Go, I've got them. You're probably going, oh, I've had them for ages. But, you know, I don't get to go out that much and play the game, so I'm happy with that. I've also caught 2,000 Pokemon and visited 2,000 Pokestops as well. So that is always a plus. So what's that? 10 thoughts now? 20 thoughts? Something like that. Here's a PC tip for you, actually. If you're ever building a PC and your light's never good enough, I picked one of these up from a local fishing store for $10. Now that's the first level. Second, that's the third level. Now I'll do it to this one. So you got your blinker, which is no good. So this is actually like a fishing light. So 1, 2, 3. Very handy. You strap it on top of your head. Got like a little clip thing. Very handy if you're building a PC and you don't have a great light, like I generally don't. I don't have studio lights or anything like that. You put that on top of your head. Don't have to hold a torch. Wherever you look, that's looking there straight away. Best $10 I ever spent. That's Australian too. So this is what, 3 AAA batteries. Lasts forever. But I actually use it for fishing. I do go fishing or camping. Great for that. But also, don't forget, very handy when you're fiddling around with PCs and you don't have good light. Get one of these. That will help you out greatly. There's number 21. How about that? We'll end on 21 thoughts right now. It's got a 2 in it. 2 plus 1 thoughts. That is about it. I've got no real new Pokemon. Oh, there's a few little Pokemon badges and Pokemon things up there behind me, which my head's in the way of. You can't really see, but they're just above my seat where I'm wriggling. So, hang on. I'm going to move my head right there. Right there. There's a few Pokemon sitting there. That's Charizard, Bulbasaur, and Pikachu. And I am getting a... Oh, what's the one? Not Ivysaur. Blastoise. I've got a Blastoise on its way to complete that collection. Okay, maybe. Finally, that is the end of my 21 thoughts. Have a good week. Have a good month, depending on when I do this next. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, like. Definitely dislike, but if you're going to dislike, please just whack in a comment and say, why did you hate me? Do you hate me because you hate me? Do you hate me because I'm wearing Batman hat, not Superman? Do you hate me that the fact that I'm wearing Batman and Star Wars at the same time? As you see, still getting used to the cameras. Batman, Star Wars. There we go. Nailed it. We should end on a high. This is Geekoffaleash. Bye.